The third aspect of the signing of Jaylen Waddle today to the generationally enriching contract for him, again, 3 years, $84.75 million. Annual average value of the extension is fourth amongst wide receivers, third in guaranteed money.
That's crazy.
Is this ball-dependent position. Got to have it. And it's going to be split amongst two others if it's a three wide receiver set, four others if it's a three wide receiver set and you got a good tight end, five others if you got a three wide receiver set and a good tight end and a good running back, five wide receivers if it's five. You see where I'm going with this, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. But one running back who is ball dependent, but also is much closer to the quarterback to receive the football spatially, logistically. And that matters something. The reason why and I've been at this, as you know, for a while, talking to so many wide receivers, having worked with them, Michael Irvin in particular, and Dion can be considered one, right? I mean, they can go on. Steve Smith. I've worked with some greats.
Yes, you have.
I've worked with some greats. And I have had conversations with a lot of guys, defenders too. Why are wide receivers the ones who are sometimes the loudest, the most brash, the most heard from? And honestly, you know why? It's that they are the furthest away from the ball of all the ball-dependent positions. They're literally the furthest away. Like, hey, I'm all the way out here. Do you see me 20, 30 yards down the field? I'm open. Hey, I'm all the way out here beyond the numbers.
And the great one's never not open, Chris, right? Like
Correct.
They're always open.
Running backs are right there. And they're also the ones for sure in the months of January and February when it's coldest, you depend upon the most. And even indoors, Jonathan Taylor, who had to fight tooth and nail to get his deal from the Indianapolis Colts last year, had to hold his breath sometimes, had to go on the paycheck signer's bus and hear stuff like, hey, listen, a meteor can hit us and the NFL will still survive, so you're not getting paid. I'm paraphrasing. But he had to hear all that. He finally got paid. Push comes to shove. Houston Texans in their house. Final drive of the game. Season literally on the line. Win or go home time in the final de facto playoff game of the regular season. Who did the Indianapolis Colts lean on the most? Jonathan Taylor. Super Bowl overtime. Only happened once before. We saw it this past year. Who did the San Francisco 49ers lean on after they took the ball first? Christian McCaffrey. Is any one of them paid like this? Now, wide receivers take the beating of running backs. Some of these guys can perform well after 30, but Jaylen Waddle and Amon-Ra St. Brown and A.J. Brown, are they over 30? So why are these guys paid like this, but running backs are not? I have no answer for you. I don't have an answer for you. Derrick Henry may wind up being the most important guy on the Ravens this year. We might find, and you can get a ton of the receivers that you might need in the draft. Look at the Green Bay Packers. Devontae Adams is off in Vegas right now, and Josh Jacobs is apparently sending him text saying, hey, the wide receivers here are incredible in Green Bay. You're thinking of maybe coming back here with the side-eye, googly-eyed emoji?
There's no room for
I'm just saying, man. Why aren't they paid like this?
This signing, where are you taking Jaylen Waddle in fantasy this year? He's not top 15.
Yeah, but this isn't a fantasy play, though, right? You got to look at this as real football.
I am looking at real football. There's like 15 or 16 guys who are better than him. Why is he getting this much money? What are the Dolphins doing?
What are they doing? They're trying to win now and get their guys happy now. They're not going to let him walk. It's not going to let him walk.
What, are you going to pay him as the third highest wide receiver in football? What are you, nuts?
Who are you talking about?
Jaylen Waddle.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's what the market bears. The salary cap goes up, and they got to do it. And they got to keep these guys happy. I think it's a great idea. Worry about the later on for later on. Worry about the later on for later on.
That comes home to roost at some point.
Not if you look at a trophy in the case. You say, hello. Hi, Vince.
Let me tell you who's not winning the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
I don't know how you could say that with such certainty right here 2 days before
No one in
June
their right
starts.
mind anywhere other than South Florida thinks the Dolphins are winning the Super Bowl.
They certainly can. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.